The humans all froze in shock. Susan almost choked on her drink. Maria looked ready to jump up, and Tina checked her translator many times to make sure it was working. Right, Lisa sat still staring at the crystal, then at the alien queen. I am honored. But on Earth we usually spend time getting to know each other before such big steps. Queen Lyra tilted her head, looking curious. Earth ways are strange, but I will respect them. We will know each other then. She pointed to the crystal. But my offer stays open. Your courage matches any Estrian royal. You would make a good partner. Over the next few weeks, Lisa and Queen Lyra spent much time together, learning about each other. Lisa told Lyra about Earth, with its many different lands and life, while Lyra showed Lisa the secrets of Zephyria. Lisa was amazed to learn how the Estrians could talk to plants through small energy pulses, something humans had only guessed might be possible. One day, while they walked through a forest of glowing trees, they were attacked by a big animal. It had 8 legs, sharp teeth, and moved fast toward them. Without thinking, Lisa pushed Lyra out of the way and used her knowledge of local plants to help them. She broke open a plant pod that shot out bright light, making the animal unable to see for a while. This gave them time to run away back at the tree home. Lyra took Lisa's hands in her fore. Your actions today prove what I felt when you first gave me the soul bloom. You have the heart of an Astrian warrior, in a human body. Lisa had grown to like the alien queen, who was both wise and kind. The differences between them seemed less important than what they shared: a love of learning, a respect for all life, and a growing care for each other. Susan was worried. She took Lisa aside when they were alone. Lisa, this is not what we came here for. We are explorers, not people who make marriage deals with aliens. Lisa looked at her commander. I know you are worried, but this feels right. Lyra isn't just asking me to marry her, she is offering a lasting connection between our worlds. Think of all we could learn. The talks with Earth were hard, with leaders not sure how to respond. Some thought it was a good chance for friendly ties, others worried about unknown problems. But Lisa knew what she wanted. When it was time for the Starlight to leave, Lisa made her choice. She would stay on Zephyria as both a bridge between worlds and to see where her feelings for Lyra might lead. The queen was very happy, giving Lisa royal clothes of her own as the human ship got ready to leave, promising to come back with more people to talk and learn. Lisa stood next to Queen Lyra, their hands held together, human and alien, side by side. The stars had brought them to each other, and now a new future waited for them both. Lisa looked up at Lyra and smiled. I never thought I would find love among the stars. Lyra's gold eyes shined bright. Your brave heart brought you to me. The old stories were true. The stars have blessed us both. Earth was not sure how to take the news that one of their own had chosen to stay with an alien queen. Some people were scared, thinking Lisa might have been forced. Others were happy, excited about what this could mean for human and Estrian friendship. The leaders talked for many days about what to do. Meanwhile, Lisa began to learn the ways of the Estrians. She found they were a people who lived in deep harmony with their world. Every plant, every animal was seen as having worth and purpose. Nothing was killed without need, and even then, with thanks and respect given, Lyra taught Lisa how to hear the singing of the trees, how to feel the energy that flowed through all living things on Zephyria. It was hard at first. Lisa's human mind was not made for such things, but day by day she began to sense what the Estrians could sense. The quiet voice of a flower opening, the happy hum of trees drinking water after rain, the sad song of a plant dying to make room for new life. The Estrian people watched Lisa with curious eyes. At first, some were not sure about having a human among them, but when they saw how she tried to learn their ways, how she respected their customs, most came to accept her. A few even became her friends. One, named Lyra, who served as Lyra's advisor, became Lisa's closest friend besides the queen herself. Lyra had been against Lisa staying at first. Now she helped Lisa learn the language, the customs, the history of their people. Lisa, are you happy here? Lyra asked one day as they walked among the singing trees. Do you miss your Earth? Lisa thought about this for a long time. I miss some things, she said at last. The sound of rain on a metal roof, the feel of snow, the taste of chocolate. She smiled. But I have found things here I never knew I was looking for. I have found a place where I feel I belong, Elira nodded. I think I understand. When the stars call to you, you must follow, even if the path leads far from home. News came that another human ship was coming. They had sent word ahead that they wished to make formal ties between Earth and Zephyria. Lyra was pleased, but also worried. What troubles you? Lisa asked, seeing the Queen's 4 hands moving in the nervous way she had learned meant. Lyra was upset. Your people, they come with what purpose? Lyra asked. To learn, yes, but also to take to study our world in ways that might harm it. I have seen your memories of Earth, how humans often destroy what they touch even when they don't mean to. The stars glittered like diamonds across the dark space as the human ship. Starlight moved toward the unknown planet. Zephyria Lisa Morgan stood at the window, her brown eyes wide with wonder at the sight below. Her heart beat fast as she looked at the strange world with its swirling green and gold clouds covering lands that glowed with unknown life. Lisa was the plant expert on the mission. Her job was to study alien plants. Her blonde hair was cut short for easy care, and her face showed both fear and excitement about what they might find on this new world. She had trained for years for this moment to be among the first humans to touch soil. No human had ever walked on before. Commander Susan Wright walked up beside her and touched her shoulder. We need people for the first team to go down, she said. Would you like to go? Lisa smiled and nodded. Yes. This was her dream, to see things no human had ever seen before. The team going down to the planet was small. Lisa, Susan, safety officer, Maria Bell, and language expert Tina Coleman. They got into the small ship that would take them from the big ship to the planet. The small ship shook as it went through the clouds. Lisa held tight to her seat, feeling both scared and excited. When they landed, they checked their breathing masks and opened the door. The air felt warm and smelled sweet. Lisa took samples right away and found the air was safe to breathe. They took off their masks and looked around with wide eyes. Trees with red bark reached up high into the sky with leaves that seemed to sing in the light wind. Flowers of colors Lisa had never seen before covered the ground, and strange little animals with 6 legs ran away when they saw the humans. Lisa bent down to look at a flower that seemed to glow from inside like it had tiny lights under its skin. As she touched it, a loud sound made all the humans turn toward the trees. There stood the most amazing creature Lisa had ever seen. She was tall, maybe 7 feet, with skin that was pale purple and shiny like it was wet. Her hair was white and long down to her waist with small flowers growing in it. She had 4 arms, all wearing gold bands, and her eyes were big like a cat's, but all gold, with no black in the middle. She wore clothes that looked like they were made from the same singing leaves as the trees, and she had others with her who looked the same but not as tall or beautiful. The alien female spoke in a voice that sounded like music, but none of the humans could understand her words. Tina tried to use her computer to make sense of the language, but it was too different from anything humans knew. Things got scary when one of the aliens with the tall female pulled out something that looked like a long knife. Maria stepped in front of Susan to protect her, but Lisa did something no one expected. She walked forward toward the aliens, then slowly picked one of the glowing flowers from the ground. She held it out to the tall female alien and smiled, trying to show she came in peace. The tall alien female looked surprised. The others made soft sounds to each other. Lisa stood still, her arm out with the flower, her heart beating so hard she thought it might jump from her chest. Then the tall alien came forward, took the flower, and touched it to her forehead. She then took a small crystal from her hair and gave it to Lisa. When their hands touched, Lisa felt a warm feeling go up her arm like tiny sparks. Later, Tina's computer started to understand the alien language, and the humans learned that the aliens were called the Astrians. The tall female was Queen Lyra, who ruled all of Zephyria. What Lisa had done by giving the flower was seen as very brave by the Astrians. The flower Lisa picked was called Starlight by the humans, but the Astrians called it Soul Bloom. It was special to them, and only the bravest of their kind were allowed to touch it. By giving it to Queen Lyra, Lisa had shown both respect and courage. That night, the humans were invited to eat with the Astrians in their home built inside the biggest trees Lisa had ever seen. Food that looked strange but tasted wonderful was served on plates that seemed to be made from the same crystal the Queen had given Lisa. The tree homes were amazing, with walls that glowed soft light and doors that opened when you just thought about going through them. During the meal, Queen Lyra came to Lisa, and through Tina's now working translator said, "Your brave act has made me think highly of you, human. Our old stories talk about visitors from the stars who would bring new ideas and strength to our people. I think you are those visitors." Lisa smiled, not sure what to say. "Thank you, Queen Lyra. We hope to learn from your people." Too, Queen Lyra seemed to smile, though her face was shaped different from humans. By our ways, when someone shows such courage, they are seen as worthy to join the royal family. She put another crystal on the table next to Lisa. "This is how we ask for marriage among my people." Lisa felt a pain in her heart because she knew Lyra spoke truth. Humans had a long history of harming worlds, even their own, in the name of progress. But she also knew there were humans who tried to do better, who learned from past mistakes. "I cannot promise all humans will respect your world," she said at last. "But I can promise to stand between your people and mine, to speak for the trees and waters of Zephyria, to make sure any agreements protect this place." And its ways. Lyra touched Lisa's face with one of her hands. "This is why the stars brought you to us. You bridge two worlds. Your heart understands both." The day the new ship arrived, Lisa dressed in the royal clothes Lyra had given her. She stood tall next to the Queen as the human visitors came down from their ship. There were 10 of them, led by Ambassador Carol Green, a woman with gray hair and kind eyes. Ambassador Green looked surprised to see Lisa in a Strian royal dress, but she smiled and bowed to both Lisa and Lyra. "We come seeking friendship and understanding," she said. "We hope to build bridges between our worlds." The talks began in the Great Tree Hall, humans and Astrians sitting together, trying to find common ground. Lisa moved between them, helping each side understand the other. When humans spoke of mining resources, Lisa made sure they understood how the Astrians saw the living nature of all things. When Astrians seemed unwilling to share any knowledge, Lisa helped them see that some exchange would build trust. It was hard work. Many times talks almost broke down, but Lisa never gave up. She believed that both worlds could be better for knowing each other, if only they could find the right path forward. One night, after a long day of talks, Lisa sat alone in the garden of glowing flowers. She felt tired, worried that she might fail. Both the world of her birth and the world of her heart, a soft voice spoke behind her. "You carry much weight on your shoulders." Human Lisa turned to see an old Astrian female one she had not met before. Her skin was paler than most, her white hair had turned silver, and her gold eyes seemed to hold ancient wisdom. "I try to do what is right," Lisa said. "But sometimes I don't know what that is." The old one sat beside her. "I am Selene," she said. "I was queen before Lyra. I have watched you since you came to us. I see how you try to honor both worlds. This is good, but hard." Lisa nodded. "What if I make a mistake? What if I help humans come here, and they bring harm?" Selene was quiet for a moment. "The future is like water. It flows in many paths. We cannot know which path it will take, but we can put stones to guide its flow. You are such a stone. Lisa Morgan. Your presence here has already changed the flow of our two worlds." Futures, a wild cry from above made them both look up. Flying creatures soared through the night sky, their wings glowing with blue light like falling stars. They moved in perfect harmony with each other, never touching yet, never far apart, like those sky dancers. "We must learn to move together," Selene said. "Both keeping our own path, yet part of one greater dance." The next day something happened that tested all Lisa's hopes. An Astrian child wandered into an area where the humans had set up equipment. The child touched something she should not have and was hurt. Human medicine and Astrian healing plants were both used to save her, but anger rose on both sides. Humans claimed the area had been marked as dangerous. Astrians said no proper warning had been given in their language. Voices grew loud, threats were made. Lisa watched as weeks of careful work began to fall apart. Then she did something brave again. She stood between the angry groups and spoke in a clear voice. This child is neither human nor Astrian. Now she is both. The human machines kept her heart beating while Astrian plants healed her skin. She lives because our worlds work together, not apart. She turned to the humans. You came to learn, so learn this. The Astrians see all life as connected. What harms one harms all. What helps one helps all. There is wisdom in this that Earth has forgotten. Then she turned to the Astrians. You seek to protect your world. This is good. But hiding knowledge, building walls, this will not save you. If humans and Astrians cannot find a way to walk together, then someday humans or others will come who do not ask permission, who do not seek understanding. The room grew quiet. Both sides looked at Lisa, seeing not just a human in Astrian clothes, but someone who truly stood between worlds, who could see with both human and alien eyes. Ambassador Green was the first to speak. She is right, she said softly. We have come too far to let fear drive us now. Let us start again with new care. New respect, Queen. Lyra moved to stand beside Lisa. Her 4 hands made the sign of agreement. As it was in the old stories, so it is now. The Star Visitor shows us the path we could not see ourselves. That night there was a special meal to celebrate the new understanding. Humans and Astrians sat together sharing food stories and songs. Lisa felt hope growing in her heart. Maybe, just maybe, this could work. After the meal, Lyra took Lisa to the highest branches of the great tree. Above them, the stars shone bright and clear. The Queen pointed to a small blue star. Do you see that one? Lisa nodded. That is Earth's sun, she said, feeling a strange mix of homesickness and joy. So far away now. Yes, Lyra said. And now look. She pointed to where 2 stars seemed to orbit each, other one gold, one blue. Our ancestors say those are lover stars. They dance together through the void, never touching yet never parting. Each shines brighter because of the other. Lisa looked at the dancing stars, thinking about how her life had changed since coming to this world. Like those stars, she and Lyra came from different places, yet now moved in harmony with each other. I have been thinking, Lyra said, her voice soft, on the night air. Perhaps our joining should be more than just us. Perhaps it should be a symbol of our worlds coming together. Lisa turned to look at the Queen. What do you mean? A royal joining is a big event in our culture, Lyra explained. All the tribes come together to witness, to celebrate. If we make our joining also mark the first official agreement between humans and Astrians, it would show both peoples how serious we are about peace. Lisa thought about this. It made sense. The personal and political joining together, just as she herself was now both human and becoming something new. Something between worlds. I think that is a wonderful idea, she said. The preparations began at once. The Astrians were excited to prepare for a royal joining, something that happened only a few times in a lifetime. Humans were both curious and a bit confused by the alien customs, but tried their best to help. Ambassador Green took Lisa aside one day to talk. Are you sure about this? She asked. This marriage will make you more than just a human living among aliens. It will make you part of their royal line with duties, rights, and who knows what else. Lisa nodded. I am sure, she said. For the first time in my life, I feel like I am exactly where I am meant to be, doing exactly what I am meant to do. I love Lyra and I love this world. I want to help protect it and help humans learn from it. Green studied her face for a long moment. Then she smiled. You know, when they picked the crew for the first mission to Zephyria, some people questioned having you on board. They said you were too emotional, too likely to get attached to alien life. She laughed softly. Looks like they were right. And thank goodness for that. I think you may have just saved us from ourselves. The joining ceremony was planned for when the twin moons of Zephyria would be full in the sky. Astrians believed this was the most blessed time for new beginnings. Humans brought traditions of their own, adding flowers from earth that had been grown on the ship, adding music and poems about love that crossed boundaries. Lisa learned the Astrian joining words, practicing for hours to get the strange sounds. Right, Lyra learned human vowels as well, though her mouth struggled. With some human sounds, they laughed together at their mistakes, growing closer with each day. 1 week before the ceremony, Lisa woke in the night to find Lyra standing by her bed. "You must come," she said, her voice urgent. "Something has happened." Lisa followed Lyra through the sleeping tree city to a small hidden room. There she found Lyra looking worried and old, Celine with her head bowed in thought. Ambassador Green was there too, her face grim. "What is wrong?" Lisa asked, feeling fear grow in. Her chest. Green spoke first. "Our ship has picked up signals. Another human vessel is approaching Zephyria. But they did not tell Earth they were coming. They are not part of our mission." Lisa's heart sank. She knew what this might mean. Earth had many different groups with many different goals. Some would see Zephyria only as a place to take resources. Some would fear the aliens. Some might even want to claim the planet for themselves. "Who are they?" she asked. "We don't know," yet Green said. "But they will arrive in 3 days. They are not answering our calls." Lyra moved to stand beside Lisa. "I fear they come with bad purpose," she said. "Why else hide their coming? Why not speak to their own kind? They spent the night making plans. They could not stop the ship from coming, but they could prepare. They sent word to all Astrian tribes to be watchful but not afraid. They hid the most sacred plants and knowledge. They prepared both welcome and defense." The strange ship arrived just as predicted. Was smaller than the Starlight but looked more like a fighting ship than a science vessel. It landed far from the Astrian city, in a flat, open area. Lisa, Lyra, Ambassador Green, and a small group from both peoples went to meet them. They waited as the ship's door opened and 5 humans walked out. Their leader was a tall woman with cold eyes who called herself Director Nancy Mills. "We represent Earth Resource Development," she said, her voice hard. "We have come to survey this planet for materials needed back home." She looked at Lisa with disgust. "You must be the traitor who lives with the aliens now." Lisa stood tall. "I am Lisa Morgan," she said, "and I represent both Earth and Zephyria in official capacity. This planet has been recognized as sovereign territory of the Astrian people. No survey or resource collection can happen without their permission." Mills laughed. "Who will stop us? The aliens with their simple weapons. Your small group, Ambassador." Green stepped forward. "Earth will," she said firmly. "This planet is under official protection pending final treaty agreements. Any action against it will be seen as hostile to both Zephyria and Earth," but Mills did not seem worried. "I think when we bring back the special materials our scientists have detected here, all will be forgiven. No one will care about some treaty with aliens when there are profits to be made." Lyra spoke then, her voice calm but strong. "Your greed blinds you, human. What you seek here cannot be taken without destroying what makes it special. Our world lives in balance. All parts connected, all parts needed. The crystals you want grow only because of this balance. Break it and you destroy what you came for." For a moment doubt showed on Mill's face, but it quickly hardened. "Again, nice speech, alien, but we have our orders." She turned to her people. "Set up the test equipment. We start surveys tomorrow." That night Lisa could not sleep. Her heart was heavy with worry. She walked in the garden of glowing flowers trying to think of what to do. She did not want violence, but she could not let Mills and her people harm this world she had come to love. A soft voice spoke. "I thought I would find you here." Lisa turned to see Celine, the old queen, moving slowly toward her. "I don't know what to do," Lisa admitted. "These humans, they won't listen to reason." Celine sat on a stone bench, her gold eyes reflecting the light of the flowers. "Long ago, before I was queen, before even my mother was queen, strangers came to Zephyria. They too sought to take without asking, to break without fixing. They did not look like your kind, they were different, but their hearts were the same, filled with want but not wisdom." "What happened?" Lisa asked. Sitting beside the old queen, Celine looked up at the stars. "Our people showed them the heart of our world. the place where all life energy flows strongest, where the soul blooms grow most bright. When they saw it, they were changed. They understood at last what they would destroy. She looked at Lisa with her ancient eyes. Sometimes the only way to change a greedy heart is to show it true beauty. Lisa thought about this. Could it work? Would Mills and her people be moved by the beauty of Zephyria as she had been? Or would they only see things to take? It was a risk, but perhaps the only chance they had. The next morning, Lisa went to Mills' camp with Lyra and Elira. "Director Mills," she said, "we wish to show you something before you begin your work. Something that may help you understand this world better." Mills looked suspicious. "Why would you help us?" Lisa chose her words carefully. "What we want to show you may change how you see this planet. If after seeing it, you still wish to take by force, we cannot stop you, but if you see and understand, you may find there are better ways to get what you need. Ways that harm no one." Mills thought for a moment. "Fine," she said at last. "Show me this wonder of yours." But my people continue preparations. They traveled deep into the forest to a place Lisa had never been. The trees grew closer together here, their leaves singing a deeper song. The light changed, becoming golden and warm. Elira led them to a hidden path that wound down into the earth. They walked for what seemed like hours, going deeper and deeper until they came to a vast underground cave. What Lisa saw took her breath away. The cave was alive with light. Crystals grew from floor to ceiling. But these were not like any crystals Lisa had seen before. These pulsed with inner light, changing colors like heartbeats. The air itself seemed to glow, and in the center of the cave was a pool of water so clear it looked like liquid light. "This is the heart of our world," Lyra said, her voice soft with respect. "From here all life energy flows to every plant, every creature, every Astrian." She pointed to the crystals. "Those you seek to mine are but small pieces broken off from these, carried to the surface by water, and time to take them all would be to stop the heart of Zephyria." Mills stared at the cave, her cold face showing wonder for the first time. "It's beautiful," she whispered. Then she shook herself as if trying to break free from a spell. "But beauty doesn't change facts. We need these materials." Elira stepped forward, touching one of the great crystals. It sang under her hand, a sound like distant bells. "Each year," she said, "some crystals break free naturally. Those we can share without harm to the heart. But to dig, to blast, to take by force, that would kill everything." Mills looked torn. Lisa could see the struggle in her eyes, the wonder fighting with duty and greed. "Let me show you something else," Lisa said. She walked to the edge of the glowing pool and knelt down. "Please join me." Slowly, as if pulled by some force, Mills knelt beside her. "Look into the water," Lisa said, "and see the truth." The surface of the pool rippled, though there was no wind. Then images formed, like watching a dream. Lisa and Mills saw what would happen if the heart of the world was broken. They saw the trees dying, the animals fleeing, the Astrians withering as their connection to the world was cut. But they also saw something else. They saw the crystals Mills sought turning black and dead, losing the very properties that made them valuable. Then the vision changed. They saw a different path. Humans and Astrians working together, harvesting only the crystals that came free naturally, learning from each other, growing stronger together. The crystals freely given shone brighter, had more power than those taken by force. The vision faded. Mills sat back, her face showing shock. "What was that?" she asked, her voice shaking. "Truth," Lyra said simply. "What will be if you choose wrong, and what could be if you choose right." Mills stood slowly, looking around the glowing cave again, then at Lisa, at Lyra, at the heart of an alien world. That night she called her crew together. They talked for hours. Lisa and the others waited, worried, hoping that beauty had indeed touched a greedy heart. In the morning, Mills came to the Tree City. "We have decided," she announced. "We will not mine here, not as we planned." She looked uncomfortable, like someone not used to admitting wrong. "But we would like to discuss trade. The crystals that come free naturally. Perhaps we could exchange knowledge, technology, medicine for them." Lisa felt joy fill her heart. It had worked. The heart of Zephyria had shown its truth, and even Mills had seen it. The joining ceremony went ahead as planned now, with even more reason to celebrate. It truly marked the beginning of a new relationship between two worlds. Lisa and Lyra spoke vows in both human and Astrian words, promising to honor each other as they honored the bond between their peoples. As the twin moons rose full and bright in the night sky, the soul blooms opened wide, their petals glowing with the strongest light anyone had seen in many years. The Astrians said it was a blessing, a sign that the stars approved of this union. After the ceremony, when all the guests had gone to sleep, Lisa and Lyra stood together on the highest branch of the great tree home, looking out at the forest that stretched below them, and up at the stars above. I was so afraid, Lyra said, that your people would destroy what we love. Some might have tried, Lisa admitted. But humans like Astrians can learn, can grow, can change. She took Lyra's hand in hers. I have changed since coming here. I see with new eyes now. Understand what it means to be truly connected to a world, to all life. Lyra touched Lisa's face with one of her four hands, and I have learned that sometimes what seems most different can be most alike at heart. That is what the old stories meant. I think when they spoke of star visitors, they did not come to change us, but to remind us of what we share across the void. A shooting star blazed across the sky, leaving a trail of light behind it. Lisa smiled and made a wish, an earth custom she had told Lyra about. What did you wish for? Lyra asked, curious. Lisa laughed, that more humans and Astrians will find the bravery to see with each other's eyes, that our worlds will grow together, not apart, that what we have built here will last beyond our lives. Lyra made a sound like singing. That is a big wish. Lisa looked at her alien queen, who had become so much more than that. She had become friend, partner, teacher, and student all at once. Yes, she said, but big wishes are the ones most worth making. Far below them, in the heart of the world, the great crystals pulsed with light, sending energy through the roots of trees, through the waters of streams, through the bodies of all living things on Zephyria. And now, through Lisa too, she could feel it, a gentle hum, a song of connection she had never known on Earth. This was home now. This was where her brave heart had led her, and she was glad.